हाँ तो दोस्तों, दिस इज द थर्ड लेक्चर ऑफ मैकेनिक्स सिंप्लीफाइड. In the previous two lectures, you have seen step by step how to solve the problems regarding the block. If the block is on the surface, if the block is on the inclined plane, even if it is having the friction, and then if the block is on the surface, whether it will topple or whether it is going to slide. All these things we all have seen. Now we have clarity in mind. The last lecture we started two blocks attached with the string, and we found out the tension of the string. Let us make, instead of two blocks, let us take three blocks. Then what happens? These blocks are, suppose this is M1, M2, and M3, and they are placed on a smooth surface. These strings are massless and inextensible. Now, since the strings are massless, the tension in the strings will be same. But there are two strings here. Suppose this is tension A, and here it is tension B. Tension in this string will not be equal to this string. Let us find out both tension A as well as tension B. Correct? Since your surface is smooth, that means there is no frictional force. That means, what is the net force? Net force here, acceleration is what? F net divided by, here basically F net is F only, and masses are M1 plus M2 plus M3. This is the acceleration with which all these three blocks will move. Why? Because our string is inextensible. Correct? Our job is to find out TA and TB. Let us make the free body diagram of M3. Here TB is there. No other horizontal force is there. I am marking only horizontal forces because surface is smooth. Vertically, it is not going to have any effect. And this block is moving with acceleration A. That means TB must be equal to M3A. Or we can say M3 into F upon M1 plus M2 plus M3. There is no doubt about it. We have found out TB, correct? For finding out TA, let us, we can make the free body diagram of M2 also, or we can make a free body diagram of M1 also, correct? So let us make the free body diagram of M1. Here, force is F, and this is correct. This block is moving with acceleration A. That means F is greater than TA. That's why net force is moving this block with the acceleration A. That means your F minus TA is nothing but M1. This holds good. That means TA is nothing but F minus M1A. A we know, you can simplify it and then you can TB and TA. This is how you can find out. Mind it, since the string is massless and inextensible, that's why this tension TB will be same all along in this string and TA will be same all along this string. Correct? I hope this is clear. Correct? Let us go to now. Let us take one example of suppose here mass is M, here also mass is M, and this there is a string, but this is not massless. Correct? Its mass is M and length is L. That means the mass per unit length of string, suppose this is mu, this will be m by correct. Now, what will be the acceleration with which it will be moving? F net. What is F net? F net here is F only because this surface is frictionless. Total mass this force is pulling is, so this will be the acceleration with which every mass is moving. Correct? Now, in such type of problems, you are asked, so you suppose if this point is A, you are asked to find the tension in the string at point A. Generally, because since this string is having mass, so at each every point, the tension will be different. Correct? From here to here, from point P, Q, tension will be different. At point P, the tension will be least. Sorry, at point P, the tension will be most, and Q, it will be least. Suppose if you are asked to find out at A, and you are given, so this is 2L by 3, and this is L by 3. Correct? So we can make a free body diagram. Suppose we make a free body diagram of this, and this is your string. This is 2L by 3, and we have to find out the tension at A. Correct? What will be the mass of this string? This will be basically, we already know mass per unit length is m by L. So m by L into 2L by 3. That means its mass is 2m by 3. The remaining string length is mass is m by 3, and it is 2m by 3. Now this is moving with velocity, acceleration A. This mass is also moving with acceleration A. So TA, what will be TA? TA will be nothing but m plus simple No other horizontal forces are there because your floor is frictionless. If floor is not frictionless, then of course frictional force will be there. In the last lecture, we have seen the cases where we have applied the frictional forces on the surfaces. Correct? You can do the same way. So this is basically, this thing. This is nothing but m plus 2 capital M by 3 F upon, or you can write like this, F upon. So this is the value of TA. Correct? You got my point? I hope this is clear. You can see this. Let us move further. One by one. These are the fundamental and basic things. Let us take now a string problem on the inclined plane. Suppose this is M1, M2, and you have to find the tension in the string. You have to find the tension in the correct. Suppose this surface is smooth. Then suppose this is moving with acceleration A in the diameter. Naturally, if it moves with acceleration A, then this will also move with acceleration A because your string is basically massless and inextensible. So what is the acceleration of the block? What is the net force? Net force, you can say, suppose if I M1 G and downward force is basically M1 G sine theta, because this angle is theta. Correct. So this block is moving, suppose this direction. That means the net force. What is the net force? Is M1 G sine theta minus M2 G sine. Suppose this is theta 1 and theta 2. This is theta 1. Same way it is theta 2. This is the net force. Correct? Divided by correct. Now we have to find out the tension in the string. Tension is, this string is massless and is inextensible. Tension in the string will be same at all the points. Correct. Well, let us make a free body diagram. This is your tension. This is your M1 G sine theta. And this block is moving with correct. Then naturally, this block is coming down. This force is greater than your tension T. That means M1 G sine theta 1, it is theta 1 minus T must be equal to M1A. Correct? So T is nothing but your M1 G sine theta 1 and minus M1A. Or you know A value, you know. This is how you can find out the tension in the string. Suppose if I say there is a friction also on this surface, mu, friction also on the surface. Then of course, when friction is there, of course, then what will be here? It is moving downward, suppose it's still, then here it will be frictional force will be, suppose this is F1. This is moving up here with F2. F1 and F2 will be nothing but mu N1, this is your N1, or mu m1g cos theta 1, f2 similarly m2g cos theta 2, and in that case basically your acceleration will be what is the net force? Net force is basically m1g sine theta 1 minus of course your m2g sine theta 2. Then both frictions will also come, and then m1 plus. This will be the when friction is applied. And when friction is applied, then with this here F1, then what will be the tension? Tension will be same along this thing, but here the tensor value of tension will be different, because here now our this thing is mg m1g sine theta 1 minus t minus f1 must be equal to m1k. With this equation, f1 you know, a you know here af when friction is applied, and t you can find out if friction is there. Not friction is there. It's a simple one. So this is, I tell you, it is not difficult to understand. It's very simple. The only thing is, don't make the mistakes in understanding your concepts. बाकी प्रॉब्लम्स में क्या आता है, M1 इतने मास का है, M2 इतने मास का है, ये है थीटा 1 थीटा 2. You have to put the values. The only thing is you must know how to do it. You can again watch this, then I can dub it. My idea is to include each type of mechanics problems. If any problem situation, if you feel I have not covered, then you can tell me in the comment box. But these are simple problems. The bigger problems will come later on in this series of lectures. So keep on watching regularly this one. Now let us see another problem. Suppose there is a hi. Hello. A block is on the table. Suppose this is M1, this is M2, is a friction force, mu is there, and you have to find out the tension in the stream. Tension will be best way is to make the free body diagram. This block, suppose this is moving with acceleration A. If it is moving with acceleration A, this will also move with acceleration A because your string is massless and inextensible. Correct? So let us suppose this is your M1, it is moving with acceleration A, there will be a M1G and there will be a. So here, basically M1G is more than your tension, that's why it is moving downwards. Correct? Let us make the free body diagram of this also. This is moving with A, M2, and here friction force will be there. And what will be that? This is your N, this will be mu, N will be nothing but M2G or mu M2G will be the correct. Here, of course, P is there. Now it is moving in the direction of the right direction, that means T is more than your F. That's why it is moving. So net force is mu M2G, that M2A. Or you can write here. This P minus mu M2G must be equal to. If you plus it, then what is A? A will come as your M1G minus mu M2G divided by M1 plus. In any case, if you want to find out the acceleration only, suppose then you do not have to do all these things. Just see what is the net force. This is a force, gravitational force, M1G, and this is the frictional force, mu M2G. So what is the net force? M1G minus mu M2G divided by M1 plus M2 will give you X. This is what is this result is. Do not have to do all sorts of things. Yes, of course, if you are asked to find out tension in the string, then of course you have to do it. Correct? I hope you can see, you can watch the steps. Now, let us go to another string problem. So far, you have seen two block attached to on a surface. Then you have seen two blocks. Then, of course, then comes your pulley. This pulley is attached to a ceiling, and this is your string. You are asked to find out what is the tension in the string. Correct? We can assume M1 is greater than M2, means this is going downward. Suppose this is going downward with acceleration A. Since your string is massless, inextensible, so if it is going downward with acceleration A, then this will go up with acceleration A. There is no doubt about it. Correct? Now, how to find out tension? Best way is make the free body diagram. Suppose I make the free body diagram of M1. This will be M1, and this is moving. That means M1G minus T is, let us make free body diagram of M2. Let us make free body diagram of M2. then it is M2G gravitational force, then tension is there, but it is moving with, that means here T is more than M2G. When T is, so A here, or A is basically M1 minus M2 upon M1 correct. We can extend this problem. Suppose one more mass is there. Suppose one more mass is there. Suppose this is going downwards. Now here, then tension in both the strings will be not same. Like here it will be, suppose if I call it T1, and here it will be T2. You have to find out what is T1 and T2. Correct? You have to find out what is T1 and T2. Then again, I told you, let us make the free body diagram. Suppose this is M3. It is going downward. This is M3G and this is your T2. So that means one equation we will have M3G minus T2 is nothing but M3A. This is one equation. Then let us take M1. M1 here T2 is there and here T1 is there and this is moving with A and of course one M1G. This is also going downwards, means M1G plus T2 minus T1 is nothing but M1A. Then we can have, because we have two variable M2. M2 is basically moving upwards. This is your T1 and this is your M2G. So here, if you see T1 minus M2G, this must be equal to, correct? If you add all these things, then you see means A is nothing but M1 G plus M3 G minus M1, sorry, M2 G upon M1 plus M2. Without going, if you want to find out the T1 or T2, then of course you have to do this thing. Now you know A. If you put this value A, you can find out T1. And after that, T2 also you can find out if you put this value of A here and T2 you can find out. There is no problem. The only thing is you can see, suppose if you want to find out the acceleration only, what is the net force? Here, what is the downward force? That is M2, sorry, M1G plus M3G. Correct? This is downward. This block is moving up. So this force, this is the net force divided by without doing any calculation, you can find out. Correct? You can see this. There are some people who are chatting, sending the chats. Thank you very much. If you are watching my video, I'm very thankful to you. Please try to learn, try to see the basics. These are simpler problems. Later on, the bigger problems are going to come. Correct? So this is the basically fully now you can have any kind of masses or this thing. You can see this. Now, in the coming lectures of this mechanics simplified, the questions or this kind of problems, they are going to be harder and harder. Correct? Pulley problems are there, the spring problems will be there. Like my idea is to cover the mechanics up to the rotational dynamics in this mechanics simplified series. So make sure that you attend this lecture. Small things which you may skip while reading, small concepts which way you may skip while studying. You may learn here. Correct. One more thing, the selection of the problem is very relevant to your CBSE exam as well as your JEE Mains exam. The kind of questions, the kind of things they are asked in the question paper, this is what I am going to cover here. Correct? So, tomorrow again at the same time we will have this lecture. So, for today, let's stop it here and please subscribe my channel and so that you can have the information of scheduling my lectures. Correct? I hope. How did you find this lecture? Please do tell me. Thank you very much. Bye.